Kubor ka Batisi TV. Lawan Rashapi taka Frank Motors. I am Tata Punch. Price starting at 5.80 lakhs. Ringkat bat ka net foodish. Ordar mapi nginwan ra amangi hakir dobyeng jongpi.
Hagi kindiat snembala dem ka Central Pollution Control Board kalalam bagi don laispa sanpuai teli kiwa akibat Jaboh tam hari India. Bat nagini hinyau teli gidei kiba don hagani ke jela Meghalaya. Kita ki hinyau teli kiwa ki kentop ya kawa umkra, kawa sirpi, kerhokla, nonba, tro, lukha, bat wa mentru. Halor kani ka National Green Tribunal kalapan mi ia ka hukum badai ban penkut nalor bakala depan tauru ia ka River Rejuvenation Committee. Hadian kata kaladon ka PIL halor ka jing Jaboh jong ka wa yam bat ka Meghalaya High Court kala hukum badai ban tau ia ka Expert Committee kaban ai but ia ka sorkar kumno bakan la ban wanra biang ia ka jingko jing sngur jong ki wa. Ya ka Expert Committee ka badon shipongut kidkot la depan tau ha ka arfulai tarik ujeliu arajar arfuar. U Member Secretary jong ka Expert Committee u PR Marak u badairu u Chief Conservator of Forest Wildlife u laong bakani ka committee kala depan syong ya ka jingelang banengkong jong ka ha ka arfau tarik unaitung arajar arfuar. Bat kindang don ru kiwai pat ki jingelang nang ni syakmat. Ka komiti kan pa ya kijing ai jengmut jongka syak sorkar kumno ban wanra biang ya kijing kho jongki wa.
According to the direction of PIL number 10 of 2019, according to the direction of the High Court, the state government has notified one committee known as the Expert Committee for Restoration and Protection of Water Bodies in the state. The committee consists of the Principal Chief Conservator of Forest and Hawk as its chairman, Sri Nabhabrata Bhattacharjee, Chairman of State Expert Appraisal Committee Meghalaya as expert member, Srimati Dakina Rabha, Scientist B, Central Groundwater Board Shillong, expert member, Professor Arup Kumar Sharma, Civil Engineering Department, Indian Institute of Technology, IIT Guwahati, as expert member, Sri Anand Maligawat, Lake Conservationist, Bengaluru, as expert member, Mr. Larsing Savyan, Founding Chairman, Meghalaya Tourism Development Forum, expert member, Mr. Jorba J. Lalu Kolni, co-founder of Campfire Trail Shillong and co-author of book Rivers of Meghalaya as an expert member, and myself, Chief Conservator of Forest Wildlife, as the Member Secretary of the Expert Committee, and Regional Director, Central Pollution Control Board Shillong as a member, and Member Secretary, Meghalaya State Pollution Control Board, who is also a member. The terms of reference of the committee is to advise the state government on measures to be taken for restoration and conservation and protection of water bodies in the state, and to advise the state government to chalk out long-term and short-term measures of restoration and protection of water bodies in the state, to advise state government on the latest technology and methods used for cleaning and rejuvenation of water bodies, to advise the state government in preparing the action plan for restoration of water bodies. Accordingly, the expert committee had its first meeting on 20th of this month, and few decisions are taken. And being the first meeting, we have preliminary discussion only how to go about how to categorize the water bodies and how to identify the polluted stretch of the water bodies and to take necessary action, to advise the state government to take necessary action accordingly.
The expert committee was constituted on 23rd June 2022 in accordance with the Honorable High Court of Meghalaya in the PIL number 10 of 2019. in recleanliness of Umiam Lake versus State of Meghalaya, the order dated 3/6/2022. The mandate of the committee is to advise the state government on measures to be taken for restoration and protection of water bodies in the state. This involves the drawing out of long-term as well as short-term measures for restoration of water bodies. The latest technology and the methods used for cleaning and rejuvenation of water bodies will also be examined, and accordingly, the action plan for restoration of water bodies will be prepared, incorporating the various factors. By its previous order, that is order dated 23rd of February 2022, the Honorable High Court of Meghalaya has extended the scope to all the water bodies in the state. So there is a need of convergence of the various water bodies, including the rivers, streams, lakes, ponds, tanks and wetlands. And when it comes to rivers, the National Green Tribunal has initiated the original application on the river rejuvenation based on news item dated 17th of September 2018 in the Hindu newspaper under the heading, "More river stretches are now critically polluted." This was a report of the Central Pollution Control Board. And according to the news item, there are 351 polluted river stretches that has been noted by the CPCB. The said river stretches are not meeting the prescribed standards of water quality in terms of the biochemical oxygen demand. And out of these 351 polluted rivers, 7 of them are identified in the state of Meghalaya. These rivers include the rivers Umkra, Umshirpi, Pirankla, Nonba, Umtru, Uluka and Mintru. Accordingly, in compliance with the orders, the River Rejuvenation Committee was constituted during January 2019 to prepare action plan for these rivers. Now, when we come to the wetlands, on November 2017, the State Wetland Authority was notified, and a list of initially 134 wetlands were identified by remote sensing initially, and after ground truthing and field verification, 18 numbers of the wetlands were identified and under the process of notification as per the Wetland Conservation and Management Rules 2017. Also, by various orders of the Honorable NGT in original application 325 of 2015, then original application 325 of 2015 in the matter of Lieutenant Colonel Sarvadaman Singh Oberoi versus Union of India and others, the Honorable Court mandated proper scientific identification and protection of all the water bodies. Accordingly, across the districts of Meghalaya, 10,201 water bodies including rivers, streams, tanks and lakes were identified by the Deputy Commissioners and the various line departments. So there are various categories of water bodies identified by various agencies under various legal provisions. Also, as per the orders of the Honorable National Green Tribunal and Honorable High Court of Meghalaya, there is a convergence element emerging towards the latest orders. The expert committee therefore mandates to bring convergence element in this and devise ways to incorporate a holistic interdepartmental and multi-stakeholder approach under a single framework for effective execution. Towards this, the first meeting of the expert committee was held on 20th of July 2022, and the committee will hereafter have regular meetings to formulate the action plans for the various categories of water bodies of the state, prioritizing those which require urgent attention. Actually, now there are, as we discussed, gave you a brief, there are different water bodies. Rivers are there, wetlands are there, then lakes and ponds as per these are all identified. So it's like we are working in silos. River Rejuvenation Committee is there. So for 7 of the rivers, they are preparing the action plan. Then the main purpose of this is actually as per the NGT order itself, there was a mandate of a single nodal agency which will coordinate all these, and there will be separate implementing agencies like the definite departments. Now everything comes into picture. Who will do the enforcement? Then fisheries, or for example, take the case of Umiam Lake. So it is owned by the electricity MECL, and the fisheries also have got a part, forest department. So all these departments has to work together rather than not silos. So the main aim of this nodal agency is to come together, and this is a body which will advise. So advise and give proper action plans to which implementing agency. And second point, what you told about the participation of the community. Yes, This came in the discussion with the committee also, and every district DCs will in turn be told to create a database of the NGOs and all the people, also the citizen science. We are going to draw in a very big way, so that because this rivers and all is a big ecosystem in itself. Unless everybody, right from the source of the river to the outlet, cooperates, it cannot be successful. So all this has been taken into discussion point, and since it is a first meeting, slowly all these will evolve into definite action plans for the implementing agency. Grievance cell will be opened at each district level, so that all these points, where the pollution source and all, people can directly report. For it, whenever, whatever, this is it's a collective action. It's not about government, it's a collective action. So even when somebody reports that Maflang, the pH level, the water quality, that's a very critical areas. So whenever those things are being reported, that will automatically taken in. Otherwise also, we will have a greater discussion and see what are the points. But in addition to it, active people's participation will be there, wherein they can give the feedback, which will be accordingly incorporated. And the committee will also have definite field visits, also is envisaged to assess the ground situation.